Hey everybody. So just want to express what I feel about what our world is going through at the moment with the inclusion of COVID-19 into our lives and how it's affecting us on so many levels. One belief that I always had, or an idea of how to bring the people together as one, would be to for the world to be introduced to an outside threat. And I thought, well, that will bring people together. If you think about it, brothers and sisters fight, right? We have arguments, we have disagreements, we fight each other. But when someone else tries to mess with your brother or your sister, right, you step in and you defend your brother and sister. So I thought, maybe that will bring the world together, brothers and sisters coming together to deal with this outside threat. But that's not happening. Actually, the opposite is happening. I feel that we are becoming fragmented. We are becoming compromised. There's more separation. There's more judgment. There's more disagreements. And people are taking sides, even within communities that I feel would never become fragmented. I feel like there's separation going on there too. So there's a lot of that going on. In a way, there is a silver lining, there is a positive in the way that, you're seeing people for who they are. It's bringing out the truth in people, and I've seen, I've witnessed people breaking their friendship because of the views over COVID-19. I've seen a lot of that. And I had a realization that it's not so much about the views that we have as individuals and our perspective and our opinions, because I feel there is a way that we can express those opinions, express those facts, express those views that's constructive, that we can work with, even if we disagree, even if I see things different. And it's not so much about the opinions that we have, it's about the baggage that we bring to expressing that opinion. In other words, how much of these unprocessed experiences, anger, sadness, grief, all this stuff that we have inside, now it's all coming out. All of it is coming out. All of that is being expressed because of this outside threat of COVID-19. And I feel like that's what's separating people. That's what's making us go in a way, in our own separate ways. It's like repelling, right? Because that's what we feel when someone is expressing their views, and they're doing it in a way that's aggressive, in a way that's insulting the other person, insulting a community, insulting someone else's point of view, because that's all that unexpressed emotion, unexpressed anger, that's what's being expressed, that's what's coming out. And that's is not connecting us. And that's what we should look at. Because this is not just coming out in that way. It's not. It's coming out in different ways. I mean, people are choosing to leave this world. That's a huge issue. How do we work with that? How do we work with that baggage that we have? How do we see it? I don't have the answers. But I can assure you that that's what's there, and that's what's being expressed, and that's what's separating us. It's not so much about the views. It's not so much about, where we stand on things. Because we can be human beings, and we can express those opinions in a way that's constructive, in a way that unites, even when we disagree. Just my thoughts. I think the more that we acknowledge that we have baggage. We have baggage as individuals. We have unprocessed emotions as individuals. We have it as it's there. How do we talk about that? How do we clear that? How do we clear the space so we can communicate effectively and powerfully with each other? Because no matter whatever we don't process and whatever we don't work through, it will get in the way. It will get in the way of whatever it is that we're trying to work with. And right now, we have something to work with. Like I said, I don't have the answers, but I feel that the more of us that are out there expressing ourselves, talking to each other, connecting with ourselves in a way that we can see ourselves and see our behavior and see how we express things. And to really feel what's inside of us. What's really inside? What's in there? How do we get that out into the open? How do we clear that out so it's not in the way of possibility and unity and connection? Thank you.